Although cats are very interesting creatures, the way they see and recognize humans, more specifically their caregivers, makes them even more unique in many aspects. Unlike recognition among people, cats do not rely solely on vision. In fact, they hardly rely on vision at all. Everything revolves around sounds and smells. This is how the basis of recognition is formed, and it is also how a cat can learn to trust and find happiness in the presence of its caregiver. In this video, we will discuss in more detail how cats recognize their caregivers, why facial recognition is quite challenging for felines, the importance of the caregiver's voice and smell, and why it may seem confusing to us humans when our cats do not respond to us. We will explore these topics and much more in this video. Does your cat recognize you? The answer is yes. Not only does your cat know who you are, but it can also distinguish you from other people, even within the same household. Your feline friend might even have a favorite person in the family, and guess what? It might be you. Unlike us, cats rely less on vision for recognition and more on sound and smell. Let's dive deeper into how this works. Vision plays a minor role when it comes to recognizing their caregivers. Cats have trouble differentiating human faces, much like how many people think most cats look similar. In fact, some studies suggest that cats may perceive us humans as large, clumsy cats. While this theory may sound amusing, it shows that cats primarily identify us through other senses, mainly sound and smell. If you've ever wondered why your cat doesn't recognize you by sight alone, it's because cats are far-sighted. Their eyesight is designed for spotting threats or prey from a distance, not identifying the fine details of a person's face up close. This makes your voice and scent the most critical identifiers for your feline friend. Cats recognize other cats by sight because of the need for caution in feline interactions. They remain alert to potential threats or competition. When it comes to us, they see us as their larger, non-threatening companions. But what really stands out to them is our scent and voice. You are not just a human to your cat. You are its trusted, safe companion. Speaking of scent, cats have around 80 million scent receptors, 20 times more than humans. To a cat, your smell is your fingerprint, unique and unforgettable. Cats often rub against their caregivers to mark them with their scent, a clear sign of trust and bonding. Each time your cat rubs against you, it's reaffirming its recognition of you as a safe and loving companion. Why don't cats recognize faces easily? It's all about their visual perception. Cats' eyes have different types of cones in their retinas compared to humans, meaning they don't see colors the same way we do. This makes facial recognition even more difficult for them. Add to that their far-sighted nature, and it's easy to see why they might struggle to differentiate between our faces. So, if you have a beard, glasses, or any facial features that a person might use to recognize you, your cat is more focused on your voice and scent. Your cat's memory of your scent is long-lasting and deeply connected to how it identifies you as its trusted caregiver. Now, let's talk about voices. The way you speak to your cat plays a major role in recognition. Cats become familiar with not just your voice, but the tone and manner in which you speak to them. Your unique way of communicating builds a connection, and your voice becomes a source of comfort and familiarity. Whether you speak gently, coo affectionately, or use a higher pitch, your cat recognizes these nuances and associates them with you. If you've ever noticed that your cat responds differently to your voice than to a stranger's, this is exactly why. Cats bond deeply with their caregivers through the sound of their voice. Even when you're not in the room, your cat knows you're nearby just by the sound of your voice. Smell, as we mentioned earlier, is your cat's strongest sense. Your scent is as unique as your fingerprint to your cat. Each time your cat rubs against you, it's marking you with its scent, essentially claiming you as part of its territory. This act reinforces its recognition of you as a safe and familiar presence. What if your cat doesn't always respond to you? This can be frustrating, but it's important to understand that cats aren't like dogs. When you call a dog, they come running. Cats, on the other hand, may hear you and acknowledge your presence, but they respond when they feel like it. A small ear twitch or a slight glance is often all you get, but it's enough for your cat to show that it recognizes you. Cats operate on their own timeline. When they want attention or food, they'll come to you, but don't take it personally if they don't come right away. If your cat feels secure and safe, they trust you enough to stay in their comfortable spot without rushing over. This is a compliment to the bond you've built with your cat. Now that you know how your cat recognizes you through scent and sound, it's important to consider what happens when you're not around. In our next video, we'll explore the common mistakes cat owners make when leaving their feline friends alone and how you can avoid them. Learn how to ensure your cat stays happy, safe, and stress-free even when you're away. Click the video on your screen and let's dive into the crucial do's and don'ts of leaving your cat at home alone. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow cat lovers, and subscribe to The Cat's Life for more insightful tips and fun videos about our feline friends. See you in the next one.